Some of them are strange, to say the least. You have an option at this point. This is the very first time it's ever come into the game. You can spoof to invoke a paradox. Because these displays are not mortal science. This is the, for Sharon, this is the display for where she keeps the proof of concept for some of the Free Council's experiments.
Is Riohan's in there?
No, of course not. Are you kidding me? You do not have to spoof to invoke a paradox, but that is a house rule in the game. Because invoking a paradox would
prove you're immortal.
Prove that you are immortal, you may spoof to invoke a paradox.
So now you're in a catch-22, because you don't know if she already suspects or knows that you're a demon, or a supernatural.
So this could confuse her, which is always good.
Yes.
If she thinks she knows, and then she gets evidence that you're not, that puts her on uneasy ground and gives you an upper hand.
I would like to remind the players that Sharon has fame of 3. People know of Nikki Swift.
Yeah.
A determined hacker can get a hold of Nikki Swift. Doesn't imply supernatural belief.
Yeah. We have no knowledge if she believes or not that Nikki Swift is a supernatural creature.
Yes.
That's why
However,
I'm saying it's the gamble on that lack of knowledge.
Right. I'm pointing out the player bias. You're all biased that Murata believes that she's a supernatural because you all know that she's a supernatural.
No, we're saying we don't know whether
Can't we just be paranoid?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
No, you cannot be paranoid.
I'm just pointing out that you're being paranoid.
It's a game of paranoia.
Don't point out what I'm trying to do.
Sorry. I believe your cover was 7.
7. Yours is going to be 7. Mine's 8.
Yeah. Like, Nisius is 8, but she's the only one who's bought cover.
Contract. I did not buy cover.
That's true.
I could buy another non-cover and make it 9.
I think I bought cover since I had cover XP, and that was all I could spend it on.
That's pretty much all you can use it on.
Yeah.
One of the two of you were at 8.
I'm at 8. I can buy it to 9.
Well, roll an extra dice, Sharon.
Then your coverage is just freaky. You tip off into the uncanny valley. You're a step for life.
Well, now she thinks I'm a supernatural.
Anyways, so you see...
Would you like to make that a dramatic?
However, completely unrelated to your spoof, would you like to make that a dramatic failure? I don't recommend it, because I think you gain conditions related to punishing harassment.
Well, let's see what kind of condition I'll get.
Yeah, I was like, hold on, let me check that, actually.
No, but it's absolutely hilarious to walk up to a supernatural that knows and is 100% sure that you're a human when your cover is 9, and then beat its shit in. As a human.
Surprise! Surprise! I'm not what you thought I was!
What do you mean these black scales aren't human? I'm sorry!
What do you mean? No human's ever been able to punch through you and leave a hole in your torso before?
Actually, traumatic failure is just that anyone who is observing becomes aware that you're not human.
Okay.
They don't know what you are.
You can pretend to be a stigmatic.
She might
I
think
can
you're a
pretend to be any
sleepwalker.
number of things.
Oh, right.
You could pretend to be a sleepwalker.
You are an actress and a demon.
Yep.
Run with it.
That's my motivation.
That's your motivation.
And it gives us a beat. Because we haven't really gotten a lot of beats this game.
Did you want to?
This session.
This session.
This game.
I got one,
Yes, yeah.
2. I got 2.
We got one.
No, I got 1. I got 1 for revealing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I got.
We're at 3 total.
Well, you guys have 2 in the pool.
So I don't get to roll cover today.
Hers is hers. What she got for triggering her thing.
I thought one was the pool.
Did that go into the pool or did
Traumatic
that?
failures go in the pool.
No, when she triggered her
My condition.
condition. Yeah, that gets a beat, right?
Oh. Yeah.
There we go.
My bit.
Gotta keep that G in check. I always have the players remind me when I'm supposed to give them experience points too, because I often forget.
Yeah. True facts.
I don't care that you're not leveling. Jeez, I'm trying to run a game here.
Right here. God, guys. Roll me wits plus. Oh my god. No, I'm sorry. Do you have the merit taste?
Taste.
No. I'm sorry then. You see several different displays, all on a variety of subjects, from environmentalism to material sciences to physics to everything. All of the sciences are effectively represented, except computer sciences, because it's hard to build installations for. Not hard, but it requires significantly more effort. If you had taste, the merit, one of my favorite merits, shameless plug, you could actually make a roll, because the merit allows you to determine the purpose of this display.
And taste is why he did not say shameless butt plug.
Anyways. After a few moments where you have a chance to look at everything, Murata comes out. She opens the door, closes it, she says, "What can I do for you?"
I was hoping to continue our discussion from earlier, was it today? From
Yesterday or the day before.
from the day before. I have more and very important information I do not believe you are aware of.
I'm sorry, I don't recognize you, but I have a lot of discussions. Would you mind?
And I tell her about meeting her in the hallway.
Oh. Do you need the glasses? You're wearing sunglasses indoors, like concealing hood.
Did she not recognize me? Oh, shit.
You're an actress who is used to makeup and stuff.
Fair enough. Actually,
You have like giant aviators and like the outfit is meant to, and a wig, so the outfit is meant for people to not recognize you.
completely.
You have professionals to make the outfit for you.
Yeah.
So she's like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Ah. So I take off the glasses and I pull back the I presume I can put the wig on and off really easily. Pull back the wig.
Second time.
Oh shit!
Well, now I feel silly.
Sorry.
I'm glad mages can be hoodwinked just like normal folk.
Yeah.
It's in my so a peek behind the curtain for a moment. In my world, the easiest methods of hoodwinking are often the most effective. Especially when you get into the supernatural, vampires, mages, everyone, they expect a complex plan. So much so that they often miss the simple things right in front of them.
So what they do is go, "Is there magic on this person? No? Okay, then they're not disguised.
Yeah.
They're not concealing anything. Because if you're not concealing it with magic, then
I'm
you're
not gonna lie, this is a reflection of the players. I've run enough games where it's like, do they have magic on them? No. Oh, well, obviously they're fine. So some of my NPCs will look for magic and assume you're fine.
Yep, that's what Hubris does to you.
The players make the rule. So, it's also what paranoia does to you.
Alright, so we go into her office.
So she takes inside her office. Her office is spacious. Window office, obviously, with a giant desk. It's modern, lots of glass and metal. The decor is very lots of glass and metal, plastic, etc. Weird forms. It's very artistic while still being functional. Leaning more towards the functional and Spartan. She's got a coffee maker, a silver tray, like the works. It's the weird, like, it's the one anachronistic touch, is that she has, like, a silver tray and a ceramic tea set. Tea. She's got an electric kettle tucked away into a closet that she can open up. It's fucking weird. But she walks over and she opens the closet and she pours out 2 cups of tea. She says, "Please sit." She one them for 2. And so she brings it over. Earl Grey with milk. At least that's what your senses tell you. You haven't tasted it, so I can't confirm for you whether or not that is in fact Earl Grey with milk. But it looks like and smells like Earl Grey with milk.
tastes like paradox.
Oh!
It's like
It
paradox.
tastes like burnt almond.
Oh, shit!
Wah, wah, wah.
Well, this cover's gone. Anyways. And so she sits next to you at the table.
Mm-hmm.
The silver tray is in front of you,
Mhm.
and you're both sitting next to each other. The chairs are angled so that it's fairly easy to converse while still maintaining a body posture that is not inclusive to the other. It's very well done. Like, this is an art in communication. Like, this is a display of excellence in communication. Befitting the president of Proper Science Conservatory. Subtle psychologies are at play here. I'm not used to being discovered after my exploits in the field.
Well, I have many resources that I don't believe you are aware of and to know to guard against.
I dare say that the feeling is mutual. However, as far as I know, you're not here to wave around your dick. So,
No.
I shall also refrain from a slightly greater effort. Tell me, Nikki, what brings you here?
I work for, let's say, concerned parties. We initially were very for the power plant, but it has come to our attention
Dramatic effects are dramatic.
that it is being subverted by a very common greater enemy. And I have some evidence. Sliding across. Do you know this man?
I love that effect.
Yeah. Perhaps I should
If it's the
say,
same werewolves as I think they are,
I believe you
don't
know
fix
that.
it.
he has made contact with us, and he had there's no better word for it than prophecy.
Is he safe?
To the best of my knowledge, we did not seek him out. He sought us out, we delivered his message, and continued on. Presumably, he is exactly where he wants to be. To the best of my knowledge, he's acting of his own volition.
When last I encountered him, he was 30 years younger. You can understand where my concerns might be.
It was also my understanding that people of your persuasion don't have to play by all the rules of everybody else.
That's true. It's true.
Perhaps this is what he's going to... Yes, please stop.
I'm not trying to. I've been doing it quietly this whole time, and then the last 2 times it was just like, nope.
I can imagine the secretary in the background, like, trying to cut cheese for the group. They're like, nope!
I have never had Earl Grey prepared for me so loudly.
She has to cut up the Earl.
1 lump or 2. Clack. No lumps for me. I'm good. I don't need any more lumps.
I don't know what kind of lumps you're cutting off, but I don't want them in my teeth.
Anyways.
You
Jesus
stick
Christ.
the landing there, Knock.
Oh my god.
I do it because I love you.
Unbelievable.
Okay. Perhaps this is where he is now, as we understand now. Perhaps this is what he will be doing in 30 years. And it just happened to be here. I couldn't tell you. As I said, he sought us out. And he delivered a prophecy. Or perhaps a warning. Or the handwritten transcript.
Throw a say something.
That's all.
I know.
Mm.
No one was talking.
What did she have a Muppet for a secretary? Serious business going down.
Hey babe, how about you cut off several slices right now while no one is talking?
Ooh. That's why he's in management.
Going to be in management.
Is that promised or just in the works?
Closer to being promised, actually, because we've finally finished the curriculum, so the next position that opens I can legitimately apply and interview for. With blessings and good referrals and, like, actual, like, yes, we'll actually walk you through the process, etc.
To the secret meetings.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can be brought in on the,
Bride? More bread?
would you like? Well, I'm very full right now. I'm going to nibble later. I had a half a bag of chips, and then
I thought you said nipple.
Oh, no, nibble.
nibble.
That too.
Oh.
Maybe I'll do both, but one of them.
Nibble on a nipple.
Yeah.
Nom 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 nom.
All I know is your nipples have more mobility than mine do, so you may very well nibble your own nipple.
That's sort of like licking your own elbow. It's real hard.
Well, fat guys can do it.
Fat guys?
Fat guys can lick their own nipples.
Oh! I like my elbow.
I did too. I was like, what?
Because when you're exceptionally overweight, your tongue can reach everywhere.
Or everything can be brought to you.
Like, you just like,
I
Anyway.
work with a guy that's so morbidly obese that he can be full frontal nude and still obey modesty laws.
you know, I've seen those before.
Um,
You can't say anything.
so she gets up and she walks over to the desk and she turns on, like a wall panel slides open and she turns on the television to the news station, which it already is at.
Mhm.
Presumably she watches news on a regular basis.
That whore.
I hope it's Fox News.
I'm not sure that this is relevant, but if he's referring to the... Do you know what news report he was referring to?
Yeah.
Yes,
kind of.
specifically, actually.
Yeah, I specifically referred to the news report of
The state legislature.
the state legislature.
It's like the TV turned on to this.
And I know what's invading.
Do you know what it's after?
Control.
You mentioned something. The God Machine is after something. Murata's a more careful reader than Swain, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have to let her know that I didn't know.
Mm-hmm. I know broad strokes, not specifics. But what's coming... Have you heard the phrase God mission?
Just
Oh.
now,
Oh,
but
just
not prior to that, no. I mean,
I'm sorry, I didn't remember that was in there.
that's okay. Let's be honest. Yes, I've heard the phrase God Machine. I work with a group of magi that believe in technology and the miracles of humanity, so God Machine gets thrown around quite often. However, I sense that it is being used in a context that is not familiar to me.
Well, you might understand it more as just simply God.
Alright, not my forte, but I'll entertain the notion for now.
There is an entity that created.
Of supreme power.
Yes.
Infallible, omnipresent, omnipotent.
It wishes.
Good to know.
Currently, the God Mission is not here in the cities. Your vigil, as it was,
Mm.
expelled the god machine. It wishes to return. Now that your vigil is gone, there is nothing to prevent it.